Hello. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hopeful. Everything is, well, not everything, but most things are going pretty well right now. Hi, how are you? How are things? I hope you have some excitement in your life going on. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, this weekend. I wanted to talk about things that I want to do or some goals that I have because I want to make an effort to look forward to the good things, to the exciting things. I want to be present, but I also don't want to be so obsessive over the negative things in my life that I think it would be a good thing to constantly look forward, take a look at some things that I wish to do, wish to see, just all the fun things. So that way it's easier to go forward. One thing that I want to do in the next year, I want to say year. I want to go on a hot air balloon ride where I used to work. Well, I guess where I used to live too. Sometimes on my way to work, there would be hot air balloons in the sky, and I would have to take a photo of them every single time and send them to my fiance and a couple of my friends because they just make me happy to look at. They're colorful, they're just in the sky, doing their thing. There's people up there having a view of their life. Oh no, I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool to do it like in the town that I live in, but also to go somewhere where like that's a special thing. Not that it's not a special thing here, but like it offers more, I guess, spectacular views. That'd be sick. Um the plan is to get married in the next year. Whenever whenever he asked me to marry him, I think it was maybe like a couple weeks into it, and he asked how soon is too soon. And I said, give it like 2 years. 2 years. I want to have a good wedding. Not that it won't be a good wedding, whatever way, but like I want to be able to plan it out, be able to have like what I want. Oh, my ear's itchy. Um, like we have been planning. He's been making a list, checking it twice, making some choices, rough counts, rough like idea of how we want it to look. Definitely some big points that we need to hit on and maybe focus on, and maybe in the next couple weeks we can get a better feel on what we're maybe thinking like venue wise, or because the debate right now, well, for me personally, is I've been to a couple weddings where like they have the ceremony outside, and it whether it rains or it's sunny outside, like it's been nice both times, but then you just kind of walk behind where everything is set up, and now it's party time, now it's food time. Like I like having everything in one spot. However, want to be different. Not like different, because I still like that aspect, but I want. Man, my ear's so itchy. I'm so sorry if this is nasty to anybody. I want to get married in a spot that maybe isn't quite what you'd expect. Because I don't think anybody who knows me or my fiance, I don't think they expect any part of our wedding to be like traditional. Especially for me, because I have always said that I've wanted a black wedding dress, which might not be the case now, but it's definitely not going to be white. Anyways, the plan is to get married in the next year, and we are trying to get things moving on that. And I haven't really thought about honeymoon things. So maybe that can be something that we brainstorm in the future. Unless I just don't stop thinking about it now, which is a possibility. I am known to focus in on current things going on. Sorry, I have something charging and I don't want it to overcharge. Safety first. What are some other things that I want to do? I used to want to go to Disney World around Halloween time. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It is just one of my favorite movies. I've watched that so many times. It wasn't something that I grew up on. It was something I discovered in my maybe middle school years. I can't really remember. But it just gives me a lot of happiness, and it was a movie that I turned to whenever I was very lonely. I was feeling very down. It's just, it combines my two favorite holidays. I used to say that I hated Christmas. I more or less hate the Christmas music and like the overpricedness and just marketability of it all. Like we've lost the plot. But I do like to decorate because I obviously put my own spin on things. It's always a Halloween Christmas. I don't know. I forget what I was talking about because I keep expecting my fiance is getting his car. We had a couple bumps in the road today, but you know, keeping him moving forward and keeping positive. I need to take my own advice, but I keep expecting to see a vehicle that is like a little familiar because I got to test drive it with him. And I would have to get up right now and go take a photo of him getting out of that thing because it's cute. And I'm just really happy that he was able to do it. And he's just gonna have a better peace of mind. And I think it's going to give him some confidence too that not that he doesn't think that he's capable, because I know that he does. I can tell whenever he takes pride in things. And so I think maybe this has been something that has scared him for a while. And he was able to do it without any help. And it's something that he can show to his family and be like, hey, I did this. I did this. And as he should. I don't think he gives himself enough credit, and I don't think his family does either. I definitely don't give him enough credit, but I feel like I constantly tell him, like, thank you for everything, because he's just so good. He's just so good to me. Anyways, I I would like to learn how to fire dance. Uh, I was a majorette in high school, and so I did competition twirling, and I also did marching band. And it was something more or less to keep me busy and out of the house because life was just kind of complicated and confusing at that point. And so if I was constantly moving and being a part of something and working a part of a team and doing, I don't know, it felt good to do. Some of the people along the way have taught me a lot of valuable lessons in this life. Definitely experienced a lot of things early in life because of it. Mixed feelings, but shaped a lot of me today. Not to toot my own horn or anything, I wasn't bad at it. I didn't have a lot of the history of batoning, if you will, that a lot of the other girls that I twirled with had. But I put a lot of work into it, and it got to a point that, like, I thought maybe I could be like a captain or something. Turns out if you I don't condone this anymore. I don't this anymore. I've never condoned this type of thing because even whenever it was all happening, it was like, this isn't cool. I quit my senior in the middle of my senior year of indoor. Um, but apparently you can still get captain when you send nudes and disperse them. Yeah, I was passed up for that. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, I wasn't bad. And I put a lot of work into it, and I always have been a lover of heavy metal music. And there was a particular Chelsea Grin video, Playing with Fire, that featured a beautiful person in like skeleton makeup, and they were fire dancing. And I was so mesmerized. Apparently, I can't say that word. I watched that video over and over and over again, and I made her my cover photo on Facebook. And I think it would be sick as hell if I learned how to fire twirl. Because I also, thinking about it, I've gone to Disney before, and I forget what the show is actually called, but it featured like fire dancers. And that was like some of the most memorable moments of my entire life. Like, that was so cool to watch, and something that, this is gonna sound crazy, but I've always felt like I had a friend once who told me that she would see me becoming someone big one day. Like, people would know my name. Like, I'm meant to do great things in this life. And that always sticks in the back of my brain. And I've felt like I've always had, I mean, we all have a purpose in this life, but I've always felt like I have a big purpose in this life. I don't really know necessarily what it is. I feel like every day I'm getting closer to it. I just, I'm waiting for that day. I think I'm getting more frustrated too, like as the days go on, because I feel like I'm putting in work in places and it's not really paying out. And I'm like, what does a girl have to do around here to put in the hard work and actually have it pay off, you know? Anyway, moving. Moving is something I want to do in this life, and I don't mean just to another part of my hometown or 45 minutes away from my hometown. I want to move to a different state. I would ideally like to move across the country, but we'll see. We have some time before that, but it's getting closer and closer. And I think that would be neat. I want to be exposed to all the other views in this world. I want to see what's out there. I want to feel small. I want to feel, I already feel small, but I want to feel small in the sense of we only have this one life to live, and we have this earth, and we don't know how long we even have of that. I used to think that we wouldn't see the end of the world in our lifetime, in my lifetime. And I think what I've even said that when me and my fiance first got together. But somebody said it the other day that like they're pretty sure they just might see the end of the world soon. That's a crazy thought. And I don't want to think about it right now. But I've also said that if I die with my fiance, I died happy. My ear is so itchy and I think it's gonna drive me nuts. So if I'm gonna cut it here, I am a little interested in how my fiance's making out right now because he didn't tell me when he made it to the dealership, which he should be like 43 minutes into his appointment. I'm assuming it's the paperwork of it all. I remember he was sitting next to me whenever I was doing my paperwork last year. It's so much, but the people that they have to do it are pretty nice. But yeah, I would like to be fully prepared for when he pulls into the driveway. So, I hope you have a great couple days until I see you. Maybe I will be starting my new job by the next time that I speak to you, or maybe some other positive things have happened. And maybe we'll have a better direction of things. Have a good time. Do something creative. Listen to your favorite song. Watch your favorite movie. Make a good snack.